Oh, look at this. Look at this. Those man tears. Good old-fashioned man tears. Yo, dudes and dudettes. Your friendly neighborhood Jaxblade here with a finale, Samurai Jack series finale review. And yes, I'm just going to go in depth talking about what I thought. Because, no BS, I actually did tear up. Like, I know you can't see it too well, but I got water while I did. Oh, man. Okay, but it's just, I just want to start this off by saying 16 years. 16 years, 2001. We've been following this character for this many years, just hoping he would achieve his goal and get back to the past. Like, see him finally achieve his goal of mastering, like, you know, just destroying this ultimate evil and getting back. Now, that to me was, I loved it. I gotta say, like, I know some people have had their problems with some of the episodes, but for me personally, these 10 episodes, quality. Just amazing quality. And damn. Okay, so I like the fact that they brought up, okay, so the way this started off, where they showed freaking all the characters, like they showed every single character he has ever met in the series, like practically everyone, like, well, you know, not all of them, of course, because can get all of them, but the majority of them in there. And they're all just like, Jack helped us. We got to watch what's going on here because Aku's got Jack captive. And they played the whole intro from the original. They even used Mako's voice. That was phenomenal to me. They used Mako's voice. They didn't try to redub it with Mr. Baldwin. They just used Mako and they just replayed the intro. And then he goes psych. And I was just like, wow, this is really giving me the nostalgia feels, guys. Like, damn. And so, you know, Jack's hanging up there. And he's just hanging there, you know, just like about to be killed. And Aku's pulling the freaking syndrome from freaking The Incredibles. He's just like, he's taking too much time, all right? So like that's the thing in these shows, like it's for us, the audience. But like if I was ever like a villain, I'd just be like, bam, you're dead. I wouldn't make it like no big thing. If I know this person is dangerous to me, I would try to end them as soon as possible. But like he puts it on display. He pulls a Kick-Ass. If you've ever seen Kick-Ass, where they're like, the mob has Kick-Ass captive, and then Hit Girl comes and saves him. They pull that. They're like, I'm going to execute this guy in front of all you just to show your hope is endless. But that's what makes Aku a great villain, is he is so evil and manipulative for what he does. But like, you love him for it. He's not like so evil where you're like, oh my god, like I kidnap and murder children and do this horrible stuff to them type of thing. He's more of a, you know, I enjoy being evil, I can do really evil stuff. And it was, you know, he was gloating. That's his biggest downfall, if he had just finished him right then and there. But I like the fact that everyone we've known, like the archers, remember the Gundam robot? The Gundam robot guy comes back. Freaking the Scotsman. We finally get to see Scotsman and his daughter show up. We see all the freaking the woolies. The woolies come back. They start fighting. We see the sea people, the ones with the spears, the ones with the I can't remember the full thing of what they were, but damn, we just see all these people come back now. And even the dogs from the second episode, they come back to help Jack as well. Now, this is a part I will give an honest criticism for, because I was in total geek out mode, but here's an honest criticism. It was kind of weird to me that they all just kind of warped to him. It was like they all just warped out. Even the Spartans. That was the dopest part to me. Even, I don't know if Saber Spark is watching my review. I don't know ever. But like, me and him talked in depth about like the Spartans coming back. So I love that they got the Spartans in there too. Like, they were going against Aku. That was amazing. Oh my god. I always wanted to see the Spartans fight Aku because they were just so great. But, that was, it gave me the hype back in the day when that episode played. But, so we see all these guys coming at it, taking on Aku, and then you know Aku's just like, foolish boys. And he pulls that shit he did against Jack's dad, where he makes miniature versions of himself, and he's just like, okay, go, let's fight, let's have a big battle. While, you know, Jack's trying to talk to Ashi, because Jack's just trying to communicate, Ashi, let me go. And so like that explosion, when they come and save him, that's how he gets set free. And so he's like trying to get his sword, because Aku's like got his sword mounted up, and then, you know, all these guys are coming in. He's got to fight freaking Ashiaku. He's got to fight Ashiaku. Like, they're going at him. And he's just trying to fight her like, come on, I gotta stop this. Come on, let me get by. Akashi. Yeah, let's just say Akashi. That makes it easy. Akashi, let me go through. Akashi, please. And so she's just attacking him. Then the Scotsman shows up. He dives down there, helps Jack out, and he's just like, hey, Mete. And he's just, I'm not even gonna do the accent, but he's just like, hey, Jack, how are you? Yo, man, like, meet my daughters. I want you to mate with one of them. And he's like, freaking goes through all of his daughters' names. And he's just like, yeah, all of them are extra thick and good for you, mate. And he's just like, Jack's just like, I'm actually seeing someone. And he's just like, oh, really? I don't think that's your type. But I can't do this Scotsman, but whatever. He sees, like, Akashi, and he's just like, I need to talk to her. I need to, like, find a way to get my sword back. And I like the fact that they're doing that. Like, the fact they're just like, okay, he's really trying to communicate with Ashi because he's actually genuinely fallen in love with her. And he tells her he falls in love with her. And then that snaps her out of it. But I think that snaps any woman out of you, like, tell him you love him, whatever. It's just, it was a cute scene. But, you know, everyone else is fighting and having this great battle. And while I did enjoy it, I did really like it, it did feel like, okay, we only have 20 minutes, we gotta shove as much stuff in here as possible. So that was a good quality. I guess it's good that we get to see, like, the fan service aspect, but a part of me was like, okay, yeah, this is kind of, I really wish it was an hour special, sort of like the Last Airbender finale. But, you know, I like how Jack talked to Ashi and she realized, oh, I have Aku's powers because he's my dad, so I pretty much can just use every ability he has. And so when Aku and them are trying to fight, okay, God, like, I see, my mind is just in a bewilderment of just emotions right now because part of me is happy and ecstatic that all these guys came back, but a part of me is like, logically, how did they get back? But then another part of me is like, okay, that's sad, like, some of these people, like, the characters we know, most of them died. Like, they, like, Aku gets tired and does this, like, human extinction attack level Aku type of, yeah, he freaking pulls a super boot with spikes, and he goes, like, and does his little moving and makes this cloud and drops all these spears, and the Spartans are blocking it, all these people, but the freaking Gundam robot, he sadly gets killed. I think the dog got killed as well, but it doesn't matter because, you know, see, I genuinely enjoyed this episode, but there's some parts where I'm just like, okay, that kind of felt a bit fast. I wish we could have, like, focused on that a bit more. But when Ashi figures out, Jack, you love me, and then she's, like, fighting back against Aku, and she realized, oh, I have every power you have, motherfucker, let's go. And she starts going at him. That was a great scene. I love seeing her just realize, I have every power you have, since you're my dad, and, like, she just combats him, like, Aku, she has his laser eyes, she has the claws, she has the freaking time portal. Oh, wait, the time portal? And so she uses the time portal, they go back in time. And though, this is one of the biggest things I will say then, because this is such a minor thing, but, like, alright, so the fact that she uses this time portal and we finally see Jack finally get back to the past. And, you know, like, he gets right to the part where Aku sends him in the very pilot episode where he sends him away. And he comes back and he's just like, alright, no, this is going to end, Aku. And he fucking comes back and he's just like, I'm gonna freaking finish you off. And Aku's just like, wait, you're back already? Fuck! And he's trying to get away. But he just slashes him without relentless. He's just so relentless, getting his ass, just dicing him up, going at him. And I loved that whole scene. Just, it felt like worth it because you see what Aku's done. You see all the evil stuff. Like, I just watched an episode recently where Aku made that robot assassin try to go because he was holding his dog captive. So that made me extra angry at Aku because that robot assassin guy, like, of course he was no match for Jack, but he was like, can you save my dog? And, like, Jack didn't even save his dog in the end, so his dog just pretty much, I'm pretty sure Aku killed that dog. So that episode just pissed me off. So seeing that whole thing with, like, that was just like, yeah, get his ass, Jack, get his ass, own him, destroy him. God, I loved, see, that was just so satisfying. Like, guys, that is one of the things, like, 16 years in the making, that was satisfying to see this guy. While I love Aku as a villain, just seeing him finally be put down was so satisfying and worth it. And I just clapped there. And then, you know, since him and Ashi are in the past, he finally, I love that. Oh, here's another thing. After he destroys Aku, we see, like, all his trainers, like, everyone who trained him over the years, they all come for, you know, spoiler, the whole thing's been spoilers so far, they come to his wedding. And they're just like, oh, because him and Ashi are gonna get married. But I fucking called this
they pulled a freaking Gurren Lagann on us. If you don't know what I mean, like Gurren Lagann, like so Ashi, since she's part of Aku, she like since Aku got, you know, massacred by Jack, she can't exist without Aku. So, you know, before all that stuff, so while they're in the past, like, all this shit never happened in the future, so she shouldn't even back. So, technically, all of Samurai Jack shouldn't technically happen, since Jack just goes back in the past and dices Aku up, like, the whole series, but, you know, so Ashi disappeared, and, wow, I really knew they were, I was really hoping they were just gonna give Jack a nice ending, because it felt sort of very like Mulan, but I know Mulan doesn't get married, but it, God, it's just, I just want to recollect on it. I just want to talk to you guys. Just, this show to me is just so beautiful. It's one of those shows that is just, I'm so happy it finally got a conclusion. It finally got the conclusion it deserved. It was a show that was beautiful, far ahead of its time. This is not a show. It is art. This is literally art. Gendy, you have created a masterpiece in my opinion, okay? I think this show is phenomenal. I know people had problems with, you know, pacing and all that stuff, but what are you going to do with 10 episodes? I think you did a phenomenal job, Gendy, sir. This show was amazing. I loved every second watching this entire season. This entire season was one of the best, like, times for me personally. Like, I love doing reviews. I rarely ever do reviews on my channel. I'm gonna miss doing reviews, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna miss, like, having something I can, like, review, because maybe I'll do One Punch Man Season 2 if that shows up. I don't know if that's gonna follow the webcomic or the manga, so that's gonna be weird. Yeah, that actually be fun, but I don't know, like, maybe I'll do movie review. I don't know, but I generally love doing reviews for this show, because I was so passionate about it. I loved it. I just loved that my man finally got his outcome. And then, like, the very end where he's just seeing the ladybug and smiling, and he's got this real samurai just end feel, just like, wow, you know, I finally decimated him. I'm back home. I can enjoy my life. And I'm so glad they did not go the Logan route. As much as I love Logan, I am so happy they did not go the Logan route. The Logan route where they, you know, like, you know, I'm not even gonna, well, yeah, I will spoil it, okay? Spoil 3, 2, 1, Logan dies at the end of that, and it's one of those things where you see a character, just, you grow up with them, and, like, literally, shit, I was 10 years old when Samurai Jack, I'm 26 now, and so, it's a beautiful, beautiful show. Beautiful, beautiful show. I'm curious what y'all thought in the comments, because to me, I had a phenomenal time watching this. It was amazing. I literally teared up. I'm sort of getting emotional talking about it right now. I don't know why. Like, I think it's seeing a character. I teared up at the end of Logan. God, wow, I think I am. Yeah, I am. I'm actually tearing up right now. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's a guy you follow for years, like from childhood to now, and just seeing him finally accomplish their goal, like that gets to me. That gets to me. I'm just so happy that I was part to watch this series and just go along with it. But I'm curious what you guys think. And my friend, my brother, my man, Quaman's Land is going to upload his review. I'll leave it just link to his review in the description below. So be sure to check that out. But anyways, guys, for one final time, keep calm. Booyah on. Don't forget, Momentai. I can't wait for my new Would That Work Out on Samurai Jack. And Gendy, sir, you are a genius. Thank you for what you've done. And then, you know, check out these, like, little links, whatever. But keep calm. Booyah. Don't forget, Momentai. That show was amazing.